Oh my God, I can't believe you went all the way to New York to do that. That's
Yeah,
so
it was
cool.
really cool.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
It was fun.
That was about a year ago?
Yeah, it was last spring break, so about exactly a year ago, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Miss Wynne, you are a hip hop artist in Portland.
Yes.
You had a remix that went viral. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was a trip. So the year before I'd had Chance the Rapper had posted this thing called the Still Gon Challenge. And so I hopped on that wave, hashtag Still Gon Challenge, posted this little minute freestyle just like that one. And it went viral, so I intended on putting one out again on the 1 year anniversary of that first one going viral. So I chose Bank Account just because I liked the beat. And I wrote it in like mid-July, but I wasn't really stoked on it. I just kind of thought it was whatever. It wasn't something that I would have put in a song or anything. And I recorded it and I filmed it and I posted it on my Twitter. And I texted my engineer, Ty, and I said, I don't think it's going to do anything. Like, it has 200 retweets. It's not going to pop. And he watched it and he called me and he was like, yo, this is going to go viral. And I was like, nah, it's not going to do anything. Because when the Still Gon Challenge went viral, it just kind of happened like instantly.
So the Still Gon Challenge with Chance the Rapper went viral first.
Yes, that went viral first. And he was like, this is going to go viral. You just have to wait. And I was like, nah, I think I'm just going to put it on Instagram. I was going to wait between posting there. And I put it on Instagram, and within 30 minutes, World Star DMs me.
Oh, my God.
And says, can we post this? And I said, yes, just please tag me in the caption. So World Star posted. It's like 10 p.m. And instantly I have thousands of followers refresh, thousands of followers refresh, thousands of followers. And I call Ty, and I'm like, holy crap, you were right. And it did its thing on World Star for a while. I woke up the next day with 25,000 new followers. And then over the next few days, now I have 75,000. And that all happened within a week. And then about 4 days later, World Star only posted it on their Instagram. 4 days later, it went viral on my Twitter independently of that. And there were a couple accounts, like the big, like, cliche Twitter accounts, like the, hood commentary and common white girl. They started posting it. And then some random Twitter account posted it. So one had like 50,000 retweets and 120,000 favorites. Mine had about the same. Then there was some with 60,000. It was crazy. The first time it went viral, the Still Gon Challenge one a year ago, it got like 20,000 retweets, and like Snoop Dogg posted it on Instagram. So it was,
saw that, yeah.
It was really cool, but nobody tagged me in anything.
I see.
So I only got like 7,000 followers, but this time now I got like 120,000 cumulative. It was a trip. It all happened within like a week, and I really didn't expect it.
Right. So what do you do while it's going viral? Like, are you just like all on Instagram and social media? Like, what's that feeling like?
I'm lucky that it happened to me the year before, so I knew what it would feel like. Because the first time I was checking on everything, and it was like a roller coaster for a few days. It was really exciting, and then it was like, oh my gosh, this sucks.
Why? Because you didn't get the following that...
No, just because it was, surprisingly, both times, it was like 95% very positive.
Okay.
Everyone was like very stoked on what I was doing. But the 5% comments that are like, this is trash, those get to you. And so for a few days, I was like, man, am I actually good? I don't really know. It was like this whole thing. It was like, did I just go viral because of what I look like, which I did? Or is it because I can actually, it was this whole thing. So the second time I went viral, I was like, I'm not going to read anything. And the second time, that's when I got all the labels and the managers and the lawyers and everything hitting me up in my email. So, and it was horrible because I was home for the summer from school. My parents were in like Ireland, and JJ, who was like my mentor, he's now my publisher, he was in Mexico, and he's the person who I would, usually talk to about the business stuff. And then Ty, who's my right hand, my engineer, was in Eugene. So I'm like by myself in my house, and all day, every day, I'm responding to 300 emails a day.
Oh my God.
Just going through like, great, I'll get back to you soon, call JJ, who's in Mexico, hey, what do I do about this? Do this, and then call my parents who are 9 hours ahead, hey, I got this offer, and then call Ty, what do we do? Ty and I were having like 3 or 4 phone calls a day that lasted 2 hours just talking about how to go through these emails. It was crazy. It would have been a good time to have a manager.
Right. How do your parents feel about this?
They're pretty stoked.
Yeah.
It was the beginning. I started rapping when I was 9, so... And then when I was 12, I decided this is what I want to do with my life. And like any 12-year-old that says they want to be a rapper, my parents were like, okay, honey, go for it. but they never really, they supported me, but they never thought it would happen. So when I started getting serious offers, they were like floored. They were super excited for me, so that was cool.
Yeah, I met your dad at
yeah, that's right.
Doug for a Lounge,
Yeah.
and he was just so happy and so proud. He's like, "That's my daughter." Like, yeah. Oh my God, I was like, "What a great supportive parent. That's amazing."
Yeah, it is.
Also, I want to talk to you because earlier this week, when we talked about going to the Fade to Light fashion show, I referred to you as an influencer.
Yeah.
And you made it clear to me that you're not an influencer, but a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Why was that important for you to let me know that?
Yeah, so I think it's kind of become an occupation to be an influencer on Instagram.
Okay.
And these people like get paid by brands to post things, and that's how they make their money. And a lot of people, I'm sure, maybe think that about me because I haven't put out any music for over a year because we're just trying to figure out what the sound is and make sure everything's right. So I haven't put out any music, but I have 75,000 followers. And so being an influencer isn't something that, I do. I'm not paid by any brands. I don't have any sponsorships or anything like that. So I just wanted to make it clear, like, I do have all these followers, but I'm at the core, like, I'm a hip hop artist, and that's what I do. It's just I'm a hip hop artist who hasn't posted any music, so I didn't want people to get it. Okay. Right. It's weird, but soon there will be music.
Well, I appreciated you telling me that, because that kind of language is important to distinguish between the two occupations, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
So thank you for that. Also, Trucks, you know who Trucks?
Yeah,
you know who Trucks is. He says that you're humble and that you've worked with some OGs in Portland. That's what he said. Yeah. Who have you worked with locally?
Most of my work with the Portland artists has been just getting to know them. I don't have music with the Portland artists. I have shut down all collaborations for the last year, and I'm still not doing any because it's really important to me to get my own sound first before I'm doing all these collaborations. So whenever I can, I'm linking up with the Portland artists. I sat with Mike Capes for a couple hours one time, just talked Portland hip hop and the culture of it. And I've, and Karma and Blossom and Vital and Rashid and I'm working with Trox actually on Sunday and Glenn Waco is also super sick. There's so many people in Portland who are just phenomenal artists. So it's been me because I'm so new to the Portland hip hop scene. I really got in a year ago to get to know everyone, and I'm excited to build with the Portland artists doing collaborations other than just with the producers, because I'm, there's so many talented people who know a lot more than I do at this point. So I'd love to sit with them and make some music when that time is right. When I actually get music out, then I'll sit with some people and work on collaborations. But we gotta wait till I have my solo stuff ready.
Right, I'm excited to see that too, and I know people really want to work with you. So
I hope so.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you go to school. What are you studying?
So my major is popular music studies, which is
the perfect.
It just opened up at the University of Oregon maybe about a year ago. And basically the major is half music history, just musicology and learning about jazz and blues and rock and hip hop. And then the other half is actual composition classes and music theory and performance things like that. So it's really sick. Yeah.
Has that helped you at all with your music?
Yeah, it's been great. Before I came to college, if you would have asked me, I would have said there's no point in going because I know what I want to do and I'm confident that it's going to work out. So why would I waste the money to go do this? But it ended up being one of the best decisions I've ever made because it opened up. There's so many courses in college that aren't obviously offered in high school. I've been able to take a plethora of social justice classes. That's I probably could have made it a major, but I haven't declared it. But I took pretty much every single one the school offered. And those are things you can maybe teach yourself, but it's important to learn them from professionals and have conversations with other college students about them. And also there's a hip hop ensemble on campus, and that's where I met. Yeah, so the little entourage you were talking about, they're all in my ensemble with me. So Raph, my hype man, is in the band with me, and then so I met all of them there. And before I came to college, I didn't freestyle; I just wrote.
Interesting.
And so when I went to rehearse, we do a lot of just improvising and freestyling, and so I just kind of had to teach myself. And so now freestyling is a huge part of my writing process. I freestyle before I write to a beat. And then obviously Raph became my hype man. And then I also met Ty, my engineer, at school, because literally everyone and their mother was telling us that we needed to meet. So
really,
yeah, his roommate's mom was friends with my mom, and they went to a lunch, and they were said, well, we need to get them together. So they were telling us, and then we had mutual friends who were like, you guys need to be friends, and now we are. So I met a lot of the really important people to me, and I've learned a lot, and especially, I don't think I would have gone out of my way to understand, like, music of the Woodstock generation. Like, I've done my fair share of studying on jazz and, like, the history of music in general, but I wouldn't have gone out of my way to learn about specific rock artists that I wouldn't usually listen to if I weren't put into these classes that gave me all that information on them. So that's been really cool for me too. It's really opened my mind.
Yeah, I've taken music classes before, and I'm like, that's where we got that from.
Yeah.
I have a lot of those
they're
moments.
really cool. They're fun.
Do you get a lot of attention for your music while you're at school studying?
A little bit. After my video went viral, I've gotten stopped on campus, which has been new. People definitely know me as kind of the rapper. That's partially because of my own independent stuff. A lot of just because I'm the blonde white girl that raps. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how people know me. But then also my band performs all over campus, and we do a lot of house shows and stuff. So, and even my hype man has had people stop him and notice him as being my hype man. So that's
easy.
So it's been people definitely know me for that. But hopefully when I put out music, it'll be more apparent.
What's next for you?
Figuring out releases. The last year has been kind of locking myself away and figuring out what my sound is and how to get there, and really honing in on the craft, and we're kind of there now. So I mean, there's always obviously growth, but I feel like we've kind of hit the bar that we were trying to hit. So now we've started talking about when we're releasing and what that looks like and which songs, and because I've just had this stash that I've been sitting on, which has been really frustrating, but it'll all pay off. So hopefully that's in the next 2-3 months.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. It's been great.